Hello and welcome to an Acton Big History project. Today we will be talking about the Berlin Wall. The Berlin Wall was one of the most powerful structures in Europe, a barrier dividing East from the West. But today we're going to go deeper. So today we're going to focus on three aspects of the Berlin Wall: the construction, the destruction, and the lasting effects. Number one, the construction. A long time ago, in a country far, far away, a war had just ended. Which war? World War II. After Germany was defeated, it was split by France, America, the UK, and the Soviet Union after the Potsdam Conference in 1945. And inside the Soviet territory was Berlin. It probably should have gone to the Soviets, but it was split just like the rest of Germany. West Berlin was prosperous and a shining example of capitalism. East Berlin, on the other hand, was poor and destitute, country due to the communist government. Not to mention that they had practically zero freedoms when it came to political views. Naturally, the East Berliners, yes, that's what they're called, fled to the West for a better life. So the Soviets created a wall around West Berlin overnight. And when people woke up, they found they couldn't cross. Entire families were split. Hundreds of people were put out of their jobs. East Berlin was already a bad country to be in, but this made it even worse. Later, it was reinforced with mines, barbed wire, ditches, and other malicious traps that prevented escape. The only legal way to get out was to go through one of the checkpoints. The checkpoints were Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. You need a visa to get in and out, and no, credit cards don't count. But did this mean that people in East Berlin couldn't get out? Well, no. As some of you might remember, I said legal. So people could escape, but it was one heck of a task. But you'd be surprised what people would do for freedom. They flew over with hot air balloons, balanced over tight ropes, drove past checkpoints in hoodless cars, tunneled under the wall, and swam across rivers. So the Berlin Wall was made to keep people in. So why was it taken down? Well, the funny thing is, it was an accident. So, in 1989, the leader of East Germany announced that there would be a couple changes. It said that its civilians could visit West Germany, but they would still need visas. So, it wouldn't have changed much, but the reporter mucked up. He said that they would go into action right away, and that was good enough for the Berliners. Thousands of them flooded the streets running to the wall, and guess what? The guards let them pass. So, the Berliners started tearing down the wall. They couldn't believe that they were actually free. They shred the wall with axes, chisels, pickaxes, whatever they could use to destroy it. They even used fish. And after 30 years, East Berlin and West Berlin were finally reunited. But that's not the end of the story. There are still lasting effects that can be seen today. And let's take a look at some of them. To start, the economy. Because East Berlin had a communist government, it has a less prosperous economy than West Berlin, which was a great display of capitalism and therefore has a booming economy. And also, there are much higher unemployment rates in the East. This is because since the Berlin Wall fell, they had to compete with the booming economy. And they couldn't just keep up. So most of the Eastern businesses went bankrupt. Not only that, but it has a smaller population density. Since the East is less prosperous, younger people are moving to West Germany. So, as you can see, the Berlin Wall was a huge divider of people. It split a whole country apart. But more importantly, it represented communism, the true anarchy of it, and much, much more. But most importantly, it was the Berlin Wall. Thanks for watching.